My name is Brandy. I was traveling on New 80, and as I came to the intersection with 299, there was a vehicle that was coming across. And, we've seen that a million times as we're driving, and you always think, oh, they'll stop. In my instance, the vehicle did not stop. I got T-boned pretty good, and my car actually ended up facing the opposite direction in the median by the time it was all over. Her vehicle continued and landed kind of going the wrong way as well. On the other side of the interstate. So we're driving and we hit, and immediately after that there's nothing but chaos. You try to check on each other, you try to make sure you're okay. There's blood, there's other things going on, and the blue lights come, and you think that's going to be the biggest part of it. Unfortunately, once all that dies down and everybody hopefully goes home, safe for the most part, that's when the insurance company starts, and that's when it gets really confusing. You think the confusion is over. It's not. So here I am trying to not only heal on the inside and the outside. There's a lot of mental pressure when it comes to the insurance portion of things. There's a lot of legalities, and they're wanting you to sign forms, and it just becomes just a circus almost. And I realized very, very quickly that I might be college educated, but this was not something that I could handle on my own accord. So my husband is a sheriff's deputy, and we had interacted with Jeff prior. He had actually interacted with him, in court and different things like that. And we knew Jeff to be a godly man. And, after praying about it, we felt like this was the person that God wanted us to interact with this case. And so my husband said, well, let's go talk to Jeff and see what he thinks. And we did. My brand new car, I'd had it for 3 months, was completely totaled. And by the time all of it was over, my car wasn't just fixed, it was replaced. And we had the compensation that we needed, and everybody kind of went home, feeling as if they'd walked away fairly. And one of the most important things about Jeff is not just that he's competent and he's intelligent, which he is those things, but again, something that separates Jeff from any other attorney that I personally know would be that Jeff not only invests himself personally in the case, but he's going to pray about your case as well. And I felt like we not only had Jeff on our side, but we had God on our side too. And that in itself is very, very comforting when you're navigating something as terrifying as a wreck like that can be. I've been asked if I would refer people to Jeff. And it's not a matter of if I would, like I have, as often as I can. Anytime anything comes up that I feel my friends or coworkers or family, anybody that I know that could use an attorney in this field, especially with injury, that sort of thing. If they've been in a wreck, the first thing I do is give them Jeff's information. I had a friend who actually had a wreck in Georgia, and I was like, hey, you need to call Jeff. And I'm not sure he was able to help her on that one, but I know he tried. They were from this area originally, and they were on vacation. So anytime I'm able to give anybody Jeff's information, I don't hesitate for a minute. So I'm very, very thankful that we contacted Jeff. I know that hopefully we never are in that situation again. But if we were, or, even my mom or my dad, anybody very close to me, if, any of us ever have those sorts of issues, Jeff will always be our first call.